Welcome, everyone. I'm delighted and honored to welcome you to this important event organized by the European Federation of Hard of Hearing People, the European Association of Hearing Aid Professionals, the European Hearing Instrument Manufacturers Association, and the World Health Organization. I warmly welcome all today's speakers and everyone joining us to discuss this highly significant topic, changing mindsets. Empower yourself to make ear and hearing care a reality for all. This is a subject that demands our collective attention and action as it impacts the lives of millions of people worldwide. 10 years ago, when my mother asked me to write an article for the European Federation of Hard of Hearings magazine about living with a parent with hearing loss, I started to actively engage with this issue for the very first time. I remember that I sat in my room trying to grasp and understand what it truly means to live with a hearing loss. Of course, I had always lived with my mother's hearing loss, but I had never really considered it a major challenge. At the time, I started thinking about the impact of hearing loss not only on the individual, but also on their surroundings, on the loved ones who share their daily lives with a person experiencing hearing loss. I had the opportunity to observe my mother's journey, recognizing her fears and the challenges she faced. The constant fear of missing out or misunderstanding important information, difficulties in the workplace, barriers in education, lost opportunities for career advancement, and social withdrawals. These are the everyday realities for hard of hearing individuals. I witnessed her journey from complete hearing loss to her return to the world of sound after receiving cochlear implants. You can say that I follow the path of awareness raising, awareness about communication methods, the importance of high-quality hearing aids, preventative measures, hearing protection, and the significance of individual independence, made possible through appropriate accommodations. I also became aware of the need for equal opportunities and very often for subtitles in national languages. Even though the situation has improved over the years, societal stigmas, unfortunately, still remain strong. This is why continuous awareness raising is essential, ensuring that no disability defines an individual. It is crucial that as a society, we stop labeling people because we all share the same desires, needs, and rights. At the same time, we must acknowledge certain limitations that might arise, understand them, and implement appropriate measures to reduce or eliminate these barriers. To facilitate employment for people with hearing loss, we need a strong support system for employers, one that does not only cover financial incentives, but also educates employees about communication strategies, necessary accommodations when required, and much needed training for everyone involved. It is also essential to ensure accessible learning opportunities at all levels, whether formal or informal. In an era of rapidly advancing technology, access to written information should no longer be a challenge. Moreover, I believe that it is crucial that EU member states recognize hearing loss as an urgent issue, not just a health and societal concern, but also an economic one, and introduce appropriate preventative programs and actions, as we know that prevention is of paramount importance. Emphasis must also be placed on providing quality care for people with hearing loss, including technical aids, social support, and proper rehabilitation. Organizations representing people with hearing loss can play a vital role in providing clear and practical recommendations on what is necessary to ensure full inclusion in all aspects of life. Modern technology offers significant progress, but it must be accessible and easy to use. Along with strong preventative measures, legal provision must ensure access to the most appropriate technical and medical devices for each individual. Unfortunately, even within the EU, access to such devices is often restricted to basic models, or in the case of cochlear implants, limited to unilateral implantation. But listening with one ear is entirely different from listening with both. I will advocate for better access to subtitles and written communication because I understand how incredibly helpful they are. We also know that proper prevention can help avoid many difficulties later in life, which is why awareness raising must begin in the early stages of life, in childhood and adolescence. Awareness and accessibility are the right steps forward. Despite technical advancements, we still face unnecessary barriers arising from a lack of understanding and adaptation. Hearing loss is not just a personal issue. It affects society as a whole. When we recognize that each individual has their own limitations, but also unique talents, we can learn to accept both ourselves and others in all our diversity. It is essential not to equalize experiences, but to foster individual abilities and potential. Diversity means that we're not all the same, but rather unique, each contributing to society in our own way. When we focus on acceptance and adaptation, we can create an environment where everyone has the opportunity to grow and realize their potential. I believe that today, that we together will take an important step toward achieving our goals. And I thank you for participating in this conference and hope you enjoy it.